The first thing we'll hear on the stream, you talking about what the fuck? All right, posting. All right, here we are back. Season 7, Week 2 predictions video. Got Gabe and Peso in the house, coming off his big win over the defending national champion. Also broke the league's longest win streak, which was at 7 games. So Mike now has the longest active win streak at 3 games, which is just stupid.
That's actually funny.
We'll make this a pretty quick video. We're going to look over Heisman Watch top 25 players of the week and then the games. There's not a lot of great games this week either. So not a ton to be decisive about. Let's start off with the Heisman Watch. It looks like no changes at all. Still Joey Wall leading the way after his big week. Kansas running back, South Carolina running back, Kentucky receiver, and USC running back. And we look at the top 25. It is ACC leading the way with 1, 2, and 3, South Carolina, Georgia Tech, and Florida. Got Kansas up there at 4th and USC at 5th. It looks like we got users all the way down to the top 14. And then myself at 16, UCLA at 17, Drop at 20, and Texas A and Chevy at 24. So, what is that? 19 users in the top, 18 users in the top 25. It's pretty good. Love to see that. Let's get into the players of the week. We'll do offense and defense for each one.
National Offensive Player of the Week is a DPU, Manuel Michaela. I don't know how the fuck you say that.
Michaela.
Not Michaela. Is that Michaela?
Yeah, it's dead ass. That's how you say it. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. He had 6 receptions, 200 yards. This is like the back-to-back week of that TCU.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I saw the purple. I was like, bro, is that the same fucking player? It's not, but still.
Yeah.
For the defense player of the week, we got Paul Frazier. He had 9 tackles, 3 sacks, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown, and an 84-0 victory over North Carolina.
I didn't know he beat them 84-0.
It was Kyle's first game in the league. It was kind of fucked up to give him at South Carolina week 1.
Yeah, bro, his next 2 games are just as tough, or not just as tough, but they're
he's got Ryan Chapo
tough.
next, I think. It's crazy, bro. And Savon, I know that you're South Carolina dude, so you don't like North Carolina, but you got to be. That was disrespectful. 84-0. Come on. He's gonna think this league is cracked out.
ACC Offensive Player of the Week. Since the defensive one's already national. Offensive Player is also Savon's receiver Donovan Murph. In that same 84-0 win. Only had 89 receptions and 89 yards on 6 receptions.
89 receptions in a game would be wild.
For three receiving touchdowns.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess the touchdowns did. I was about to say I had a couple guys with better offensive stats, but I didn't have the touchdowns. So.
Every time I see that player, it pisses me off because Savon barely beat me for him last season or the year before. He had a 5-star with platinum takeoff. Yeah, he barely beat me the final week of the season for him, or the final week of his thing. Moving on to the Big 12.
Offensive player for the Big 12 is Cal in a forced loss. Had the offensive player with Lee. I'm not even gonna try and say that. 8 receptions, 105 yards, and 1 reception TD in the loss. The 31-17 forced loss to Dwayne.
For the defensive player of the week, we got Richard Queen for Colorado. He had 8 tackles and 4 interceptions and a 52-0 win over Georgia.
Damn, bro, he did a 52-0.
Yeah,
ACC getting blown out. Yeah.
I think y'all will take it. Both of y'all got wins last week, and over good SEC users too. So, there's going to be a couple of them that lose.
Big 10 Offensive Player of the Week. This game didn't get played, right?
No, it did not. It's forced. Neither of these games got played.
Oh damn. Well, in the Forest win, George Frisch for Des got 6 receptions, 142 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns, as well as 3 carries for 27 yards and another 2 rushing touchdowns. So 4 touchdowns total and about 160 scrimmage yards. So that's a pretty good stat line there.
For the defensive player of the week, we got the linebacker from Washington, Evan Feeney, had 7 tackles and 2 sacks in the forced loss over Kansas, 27-10.
And then finally, the SEC.
SEC Offensive Player of the Week is Lamar Cummings. Jason's doing. I don't see a lot of Mississippi State players up here often.
We're not an
Um,
offensive team. That's all
but
right.
but a blowout 42-14 win over Clemson. Uh, Jason's new quarterback had went 15 for 18, 295 yards, out through the air, 3 passing touchdowns. Also ran the ball for 33 rushing yards and another 2 rushing touchdowns. So not a bad game.
For the defensive player of the week, we got the free safety from LSU, Don Lockett. He had 6 tackles, a pick six versus Texas A&M in the win, 63-10.
I don't know how you lose 63-10 and stay ranked, but whatever. I got to stop trying to question this game's top 25 rankings. Man. All right, going to the games. Starting off the ACC, one of our games of the week. 6th-ranked LSU Tigers at 1-0. That's Chapo traveled to Miami to play the 0-0 Miami Hurricanes, which is Rob. For each of these picks, we'll go Peso, then Gabe, then me.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Raw this week, starting off against LSU. I like Chapo in this one. I said the score be 42-17.
Yeah, I like Chapo too. I think Rob will score some points, but Chapo will pull away towards the end. I like that score. I'll go like 45 to. I'll go 45-21.
Yeah, Chapo should roll here. Rob's going to be a little rusty and already playing a tougher user. At least he's home. That should help a little, but I'm going to say LSU rolls here 45-14. Next, another one of our games of the week. 5th-ranked USC Trojans, which is Dave, versus the Virginia Tech Hokies at 1-1 in Blacksburg, which is G's. The reason this one is a game of the week is because last year G's shut Dave out in the Coliseum. So yeah, that's nuts. G's coming off a 49-7 loss last week, so hopefully he can redo it to Eric, Ole Miss user.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, I believe. I like Dave to come out this year. I feel like he should be more motivated. Should know how JG play. He shouldn't fall into the trap this year. But I believe it'll be close. I said the score will be 17-14.
Yeah, especially after hearing that loss last week. I like Dave in this one, even on the road. I think it's gonna be a little defensive, probably a little bit higher scoring than what Peso picked. I'll go 24-17, Dave in this one.
Listen, G's shutting you out is crazy. If it happens again, Dave, we're just gonna have to go ahead and boot you, bro. I mean, it's just it's just the way it's got to be. I think Dave will win here. I think he's actually gonna win convincingly because of last year's game. He's gonna take this shit serious, and he's gonna want to make the score as lopsided as possible. So give me USC to win this one, 42-17 over Virginia Tech. Next, 7th-ranked Ohio State, the Buckeyes, led by Hayden, travel to Athens to play the 0-1 Georgia Bulldogs, led by Henney, coming off a 52-zip loss last week to Colorado.
Yeah, Henney got 2 tough games start out of the year. I like Ohio State in this one. Give it 35-0. No more points will be scored for him again this week.
That's rough.
Yeah, I agree with Peso. I don't know if he's gonna score. Henry does not have a good rhythm with his team yet. And I don't think it starts this week. So I'm gonna say it's like 56-0.
I'm going to give him some points this time. Hayden's got a good defense, but it's tough to get shut out 2 weeks in a row. And Georgia's roster is still at 91. I think Hayden wins, and he wins comfortably, but I'll go 28-7. Let's go 35-7 Ohio State. Next, third-ranked Florida Gators at 1-0, coming off of a big-time win over the Alabama Crimson Tide last week. Travel to Pasadena to play in the Rose Bowl against the 17th-ranked UCLA Bruins, led by Coach Jay in his inaugural game in the league. Chapo said that he's solid, like he's actually going to be a good user in the league. So we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know what the overall of the UCLA team, but I'm pretty sure they're over
81.
80. Oh, yeah. They're going to take a couple seasons. I like Gabe and them on 56-21. It's just their first season. He gonna have to endure the pain of that first season before he get them recruits and build a team up.
Yep.
Yeah, I obviously gonna take myself here. Someone's got to get a win for the ACC this week because I see three losses on our column. So someone's got to bring us up. Yeah, first game. I hope he's solid for the league in the future, but I don't think that starts today. Or this week. I'm gonna take myself. I'll say 42 to, I guess 14. I mean, I don't know how he's gonna play, so I'll just go with that.
I think he's going to have a really hard time stopping you. New users coming into this league in general do not usually win their first game, but especially when they're playing a good user, I think you're going to score at will. I think he'll get some points on the board, but not enough to make it even a close game. I'll say Florida wins it 52-14 over UCLA. Moving on to the next batch of games, we got probably the biggest game of the week, I guess. There's not a ton of great options, but 13th ranked Oklahoma Sooners at 1-0. It's LP coming off a 42-14 win over Vanderbilt, 42-21. Travels to Stark Vegas to play my 16th ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs. We drummed E-Fly last week in Atlanta for our victory.
Yeah, they're gonna be a good matchup. I'm gonna have to tune in to this one. They're gonna come down to who can start the run. It's gonna be tough. I gotta get an edge. I gotta get an edge to LP. Jim got a new quarterback, Jason. You know how the new quarterback be. But I said the score close though. I say LP wins like on a late touchdown. It be 31-28.
Yeah. This is actually really exciting. Have you and LP ever played before?
We have not played an NCAA once, bro. Not even a warm-up game. Which is crazy.
Yeah,
He's
so I
only
haven't seen those
he's only like
matchups
one
yet.
out of 5 people I haven't played.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good matchup. It's a good game. It's a good game I want to see. I think uh, I think LP plays slightly better offense than Jason. At least more dynamic. Jason and LP, I think their defenses this year are about the same. They both play pretty solid defense. So it's gonna be interesting. Traveling on the road, oh, this is tough. Um, give me. Give me LP in a very close game. I'll say something like 24 or 27-24. LP kicks a game-winning field goal to win the game.
You know, I expected that from Gabe. Peso, I'm disappointed in you.
It's just cause you got the new quarterback.
No.
I know how it
I
is
hear
with that
it.
new quarterback.
Yeah. Overall wise, my roster is better than his. Home field, I'm of course not believe myself anyway. I'm going to pick myself to win. Schemes make fights in this league. I struggle to stop the run sometimes. So if I can't stop the run, LP is going to win, and he may win real comfortably because he's a solid user. But if we can stop the run the way we want to, and we can control the clock and move the ball on offense and not turn the ball over, of course, is always the most important thing. We had 0 turnovers last week. I was proud of that. We're going to win. So I'm going to say State wins it 28-17 or 28-20 over Oklahoma.
Damn, I didn't even realize the game gave me the game of the week for the Dynasty. I need that for my
Oh, it's
trades.
because they're ranked. That's why UCLA is
Yeah.
ranked 17th. Next, in a slightly interesting matchup, you know, 2 users that have been here a long time without a ton of success. The 1-0 Texas Longhorns, which is Dwayne, travel to College Park to play the Maryland Terrapins, led by Coach Chapp.
Yeah, they're gonna be a good one right here. The battle of the Unks. I like Dwayne in this one.
They are the two
It's gonna
oldest
be
people
a
in the
high.
league, so
It's gonna be a high scoring game. I like Dwayne in this one. To win 42-28.
Yeah, Gramps versus Reverend over here. Got yeah, I like. I mean, hard. This is hard to pick. Is like, is it's gonna be a game where Chap like shuts Dwayne out, or it's a game where Dwayne absolutely beats the brakes off of Chap. I don't see any in between. I'm gonna go with the Dwayne one though. I feel like Dwayne just like scores a lot in this game, and Chap struggles. I picking Dwayne. I'll say 31-10, Texas.
yeah, Dwayne's got the better roster. Prestige has been better. He's been recruiting slightly better despite not recruiting well. Chap being home here is going to give him a chance, but I'd like Dwayne's scheme a little bit better. When he doesn't just throw a ton of picks, he actually does an okay job moving the ball. Um, both are just abysmal defensively. Give me Texas to win this game, 35-31 over Maryland. I'll go lower in scoring. Both of them run so much. Let's go 28-24. Moving on to the Big Ten, Ole Miss. The Pebbles are 1-0, traveling to University Park, Beaver Stadium, to play
You
the
just
10th
call them the
ranked.
Pebbles?
Yeah, or Land Sharks or Bears or whatever the fuck they want to go by nowadays. Um, 10th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions at 1-0. Des coming off a forced win. Ole Miss drummed G's last week, but he did it in a way that he broke rules. So his starting quarterback, starting tight end, and starting outside linebacker, who is his best pass rusher, are all suspended for the first half of this game.
Yeah, that's tough. Playing against Penn State at Penn State, that flip bone offense. I like Penn State in this one. 41-13.
Yeah, I was gonna pick Des anyway, but I was gonna pick it a closer game just considering how he won last week. But since you thought I didn't forgot about the suspension, so I like Peso's score. I'm gonna go somewhere like Des wins like 45-17 or something like that.
Yeah, I think because of the way Des plays and his defensive skill, especially without a starting quarterback for the first half, he's going to really struggle to score. Ole Miss, that is. I think Des is going to win this one very comfortably. I'm going to say he wins at 38-7. Next, we have the 12th ranked Missouri Tigers. That is Mike in the first game of the season, traveling to Nashville to play the 0-1 Vanderbilt Commodores. Of course, how we said, Vandy lost to Oklahoma last week, 42-21. It was actually a close game until the start of the fourth quarter, and LP blew him out after that. Mike owns the longest win streak in the league, like we said, at 3 games. So looking to add on to that with this one.
Yeah, he looking to add on to that with this one. I like Mike in this one. High scoring game. I like Mike to come out 49-28.
Um, yeah, I think Mike offense clicks here. I'm not sure how well Vandy has improved their roster over since last season. Um, I'll take Mike to win. I'll say 35-17.
Might be 5 total handoffs in this game between both teams. Um, I'm going to say that Mike handles business on the road. He's got the better team. He's been playing well. Each season goes further. So I like him to handle business here. I'm going to go the same exact scores last week, 42-21 over Vandy. And then finally, this should be our last one, right? Yeah. The Michigan Wolverines at 1-0 travel to South Bend to play the 0-1 Notre Dame Fighting Irish. This is V playing at Dell. Dell took a forced loss last week, and V with a crushing upset in Allegiant Stadium over drop.
Yeah, V coming off a bit upset. I suspect him to ride into that momentum. I like V winning 31-21.
Yeah, B is definitely emerging lately as a actual contending for the playoff contender. Um, Dell, I think he could be up there too, but I know his team's been taking hits because he hasn't been recruiting. So I'm gonna take V in this one comfortably. I say he wins 42 to. I'm gonna pick the same score as you picked the last game, but I'm gonna do 42-21 for this game.
Yeah, I think Dell can be a good user, and honestly, like just user skill wise, I would probably put him ahead of V before I don't know the last month or so. Um, I think V's got momentum, big time win. He looked great on offense against Drop, and Drop's no pushover on defense. So I think
Yeah.
if V's going to do what he wants on offense here, Dell's just not going to be able to put up enough points. So I'm going to say Michigan wins this one 35-21 over Notre Dame. And then finally, our last game, 11th ranked Kentucky Wildcats at 0-1. That's JJ coming off that loss to Peso last week. Traveled to Seattle to play the 0-1 Washington Huskies. Jazz took a forced loss to Ryan after the game dropped the third quarter. JJ will probably be playing this one pissed.
Oh yeah, JJ playing there with pissed. Starters out at the halftime. It might be a 100-point game that week. But JJ, he ain't letting up that week. I said the score 147.
Jesus.
Yeah, I disagree. I think Peso got in JJ's head, and he's got JJ's gonna crumble. I got Jazz dotting him the fuck up. Nah, I'm just kidding.
If there's a God, that's what'll happen.
I'm playing. Nah, yeah, I think JJ definitely wins comfortably here. He's gonna try his new YouTube plays that he's watching right now after losing to Peso.
Yeah.
So he's definitely gonna be trying out his new YouTube plays against Jazz. I'm not even gonna pick a score, but I definitely gonna be a blowout, potential shutout here.
Yeah, I think he's going to win. I'm going to pick the shutout as well. He'll figure some stuff out in this game. He's starting a new quarterback, I think is what he said as well. So I'm going to say Kentucky 56-0 over Washington. Make sure there's no SEC conference games. There is not. All right. That is going to do it for our PR video. Appreciate both of y'all joining in. Anybody that's watching now or going to watch later, make sure you stay on top of your recruiting because, we've seen that missing one season can absolutely crush you in further seasons down the road. Stream your games. They're supposed to be streamed if it's game of the week and you're the road team. Stream if you just want to stream also. And update yourself on the rules. It feels like a suspension every other week we have to hand out. So don't make it this week. And everybody have a good day. Night.